Hi guys, how you doing today? I wasn't here again yesterday. Well, I mean here, video-wise. Just wasn't. I mean, you could tell I just woke up. And Aunt T needs to wash. Blah, blah, blah. Aunt T needs to wash her hair. I will be doing that later today. But I figured I'd hop on here and get you a video out since I wasn't here yesterday. Oh, got my groceries ordered, got my cat food ordered. Um, Obviously, I made a new outro and a new intro. Stay weird and Squeaky and Charlie and, uh, whatever. Um, I have it on a private video so that if I ever want to access it again, it's there. But I made a new one because, you know, I actually got to, yesterday morning I was sitting outside and I actually got to, um, get the sunrise. I should have got the sunset for the outro, and I'll probably work on that. But usually, I'm just in my creative zone when the sunset comes along. So I'm like, oh, it's sunset time. Crud, I missed it. But yesterday morning, I was outside for the sunrise, so we'll just have to deal with the ones that I did for now. And man, I look like a caveman. Oh, there really isn't much going on, man. Just crafting and still doing the same thing, buckling down and doing winter. Not doing winter. Man, it was like hot yesterday, 78 degrees in September. I'm not looking forward to winter. That is faux show. I am not looking forward to winter. Oh. Look who's growing here under my porch. Well, not under my porch, it's kind of on the railing, but I have a chrysalis right there. We could watch a butterfly live. What's it doing this late in the fall, though? I didn't think they had fall butterflies, but okay. And I wanted to show you over here. This, I don't know, still just beautiful. Like it hasn't been fall lately or something. I mean, but what I'm planning on doing is, since it's still insulated, that square back to the toilet, I'm going to put it over top of it, and then the refrigerator door, the actually freezer part of the refrigerator door, and put that on top of that so that when it's wintertime, the onions and the garlic and everything that's in there has a chance. So, I mean, the onions and the garlic will probably live. The leek will probably live, but the other ones, not sure. So I'm just going to do that. It's all insulated and everything. This right here is what, there it is. And let's see, it says right here, chrysalis, monarch butterfly chrysalis. I got a monarch! Isn't that cool? I think little Miss Journey sent Aunt T a butterfly. I know she had some that she raised from either chrysalis or caterpillars. I think it was caterpillars. So maybe she sent me a butterfly. So here's what, since I'm sitting here, $88 food stamps got for me. We got self-rising flour, pepper and onion blend, onions, five pounds long grain white rice. I forgot to buy popcorn, you guys. Butter. I got 4 original Walmart sausages. Okay, I got, oh, I didn't want 4 of those, but I guess I got some different seasonings. Taco seasoning, oil, this time I got Mrs. Dash, Parmesan cheese, and the truth's in the bag. There's the coffee. Peas, corn, carrot, beans mix, 3 of those. Oh, that one's hooked to it. Sugar, large lima beans. That was 2 packages of them. A package of split peas, and I think 2 packages of red lentils. And you guys, 6 rolls of the turkey sausage. Again, that turkey sausage stays that price. We'll keep eating turkey sausage. I don't see the difference between and I'm going to leave that on the porch for a second. I don't see the difference between the quality of turkey meat in flavor and maybe texture as the quality to Chef Boyardee. Ooh, that's a big bee. Yes, I kind of fear bees. I'm allergic to them. It was on my garbage can. I didn't even go out to my mailbox yesterday that I know of. I didn't even know if I was going to get mail. I should have looked. This is the time of the year, the ending of the year and the beginning of the year is when the government and stuff starts sending their papers. And nothing. Good. Okay. Well, I gotta go in the house and I gotta take care of this food, because otherwise that frozen meat that's sitting there is not gonna be frozen meat for too long. I gotta clean my pan out so I can start making my beans. And yay, I found a chrysalis. I'm so happy. Wonder what stage it's in. Will it open within a few days? I took a screenshot. Oh. Woohoo! That was really cool. That was really cool. The birds are so loud today. It's beautiful sounds. If I didn't have to hear these cars, it's just beautiful out here. It's obviously fall because I took that picture which is in my outro, but I'll show you again. Look at these beautiful trees. Aren't those so pretty? I don't think they last very long though, because they are those chokecherry trees. I really need to trim the ones out and get rid of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That way the gas man can get in and put gas in the tank. It would also help with my solar lights. My solar lights are definitely, desperately needing sunlight, and that has to do with having all those trees right there. Now, I have a wall of trees over there anyway, which is in the alleyway, but nothing I can do about that. I mean, that's public property. I could actually, I don't even know, because I know where my property line is, and I think that's the alleyway. But I don't know where the other dude's property line starts. So I don't mess around in there. I did take a few tires out of there with rims. I mean, they've been sitting in there since I started living here. So, I mean, nobody misses them. And I took all these bricks I found in there. I was like, now this blue board I found back here. This blue board back here. Yeah, I found that down the road, like it was just laying on the ground in the ditch. And I'm like, and now I got a new board. I might be attaching that to the railing of the porch somehow, just to, you know, attach it to the railing of the porch. Why not? If I ever need the thing, it's here and it's not blowing around and nobody's gonna take it, right? Oh, there's a kitten in the window. You're a brat, Doobie. You're a brat. Get out of it. Good girl. Little brat. She's in there. She likes to paw at that thing. She wants out here because I'm out here. But it's September. It's beautiful days, and I am not going to spend my time lurking about inside unless it's cold or raining. I might have to just get my bike out today, too. I don't know. I do not know. But with these cars, that's what I get to hear. And His Majesty over there, His Royal Anus. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I told you that before, that I am allergic to bees. Oh yeah, I told you that, because I showed you when I caulked up that area when I saw them making. I guess every time I mention bees, I say I'm allergic to them, because I was talking about the ones that like to grow inside the cat over there. But yeah. I'm going to get these groceries in and probably make, you know what I'm going to make? Probably taco rice with sausage and veggies. That sounds really good. I've had, um, it was just close enough to time to get my food stamp, so it was low. And 2 days before food stamps, to food money, that usually happens for me. But I'm never out, because I'm always constantly buying beans. And it doesn't matter, even if I just have salt and pepper, which I don't normally. I have garlic powder and onion powder and that kind of stuff. But even if I just have salt and pepper, if it's 2 days before, I'll make a pan of beans with salt and pepper. Beans and rice with salt and pepper. So I'm never out of food. Just sometimes I'm out of food that I want. Which, honestly, you gotta roll with the punches. If you've got food and you'll eat it, eat it. And if it's not what you want, I'm sorry about that. Wait until you can get what you want. That's one thing about how I regulated my diet is there are things out there like I could have like I don't know what you can and can't get on food stamps anymore because I don't normally buy a bunch of junk food anyway. But is I didn't buy a bunch of junk food. Is I didn't keep it in my house because A, it's expensive. Junk food is expensive. A chocolate bar for $3? I think. I don't know. The last time I had a chocolate bar, I went down to the price gouger. I do that every time just because it makes me think, do I want to do this? But, anyway, I figure with the sugar, the flour, and the oil, if I want junk food, I can make the junk food at home. I can make a cookie. I can make a muffin, whatever. Um, but to buy a package of cookies and a package of, ding dongs and ho hos and stuff like that, that's really honestly a waste of my money because it's loaded with all sorts of stuff. I don't know what it is. It's expensive. There's maybe 6 in a box. And I'm obligated to eat all those. So I just don't buy the stuff. And like I said, if I crave something sweet, I have the stuff there, right there, to cook it. That little brat. Oh, kitty. She thinks that's a hammock. Brat. So for the third time, I'm going to go in and take care of this because it's a beautiful day out here and this stuff's going to get cooked in September. September 15th. Woo! Oh, I'm going to have to mail out Pam's package because it doesn't look like she's going on vacation anytime soon. every time I talk to her, she's at home. Maybe she's traveling today. Who knows? I don't know. I don't like to announce when people are at their houses or not. Because, I mean, she may do that. That's her vlog. But that's a real safe way to... That's a real safe way to make sure that everybody knows that you're not at home. So, that's another reason that I don't like to vlog a lot when I'm out. And I just come home and discuss it. Is because I don't like to come home and find strangers in my house. I never have. So like I said one time, a guy next door, but I was home. He just helped himself to walking in. Sat down in my chair with a beer and blah, 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 blah. I was like, dude, get out of my house. He must have been used to doing that when the other neighbors, when the people I got the house from lived here. But that's just extra friendly. I didn't like that. I suppose shut my mouth and take care of these groceries, right? Sorry about the 5011 million shirt changes. Auntie is also one of those people that all of a sudden my shirt just does not feel comfortable, so I have to change it to something else. This one doesn't feel comfortable right now either. It's that rayon. But I had to put something on because I don't want to be naked on YouTube. Okay. That disclaimer being said, one reason you saw that I bought self-rising flour. Self-rising flour is a little bit more expensive, and here's why. because they already add, it's like Bisquick. They already add most of the things you need in it to make a biscuit. So baking soda, sodium, that kind of stuff. You know, you still need to add oil and do your diligent part of making the biscuit, but it's got those things in it already. Therefore, I'm not buying baking soda or baking powder. I think that's baking powder. And I'm not buying extra salt. It's just already in there. So it's convenience. It may be a little cheaper. It may be a little cheaper. You can do the math yourself. I can't do that math right now because I haven't bought baking powder and in containers of salt in a very, very long time because I don't eat a lot of salt. Not on purpose. But if you're in a pinch and you can spend the extra money for self-rising flour and you need to do baked goods, you know, if you're like, oh, down to your last, like, how much was that? $3 or whatever? Down to your last $3 or $4 or something. Go get a bag of that. Like I said, it's just a little more expensive because it adds the rest of that stuff in there. It's weird because usually things are more expensive if you take things away, like diet stuff and things like that. So I wanted to put that out there too. Another reason I changed my shirt, and I'm putting this out here too, is that was a robe, and it kept opening up because it's one of those LuLaRoe with the sheen type material. So I mean, I loved the pattern on it, and it actually looked pretty darn good. It made me look tall. Made me look tall. Made me look wider. Probably because it's a 3X, and I'm not in a 3X. So anyway, brain fart. Just a minute. Now what I have on low heat in there right now, and I just checked it before I came out here because it's just so beautiful to miss this stuff, is I have half a pound of the pork sausage because I opted for that because I wanted the extra grease. A cup of 2 cups of the onion pepper blend, half of that thing of taco sauce seasoning. That's it, frying in that pan right now, and then I'll put the rice and lentils in later. I put half in because I realize it's probably full of salt. I don't feel like being assaulted. I'll probably put in about half a cup of raw rice and half a cup of the lentils. Just to add extra protein for the lentils. That's why I buy lentils. They're cheap and they add extra protein. Oh, I thought somebody was coming down my road. I'm expecting a delivery today. They're not. They were down another road. Let's see. And I didn't put any other vegetables in it because I thought that would taste off. But usually I'm known to put extra vegetables in, and I might. Anyway, just for the green part. Well, there's green bell peppers in there. So I guess that's vegetables too. So I just power pack the vegetables into my food. If nothing else, what vegetables do is they make your food stretch further, and they put bulk in it. So it's like your stomach's like, oh, okay, I got more. If nothing else, that it does to you. If it does more for you, I think it adds fiber and other vitamins too. You know, carrots have vitamins, peas, all of that have vitamins in it. So that's why I have always buying frozen vegetables no matter what, is because they are easy to obtain, they're kind of cheap, and they bulk your food up so that you have more to pass around. But with these items that I put in here, quality over quantity, with the meat and the lentils, there should be a lot of protein. I packed protein into it. you need the carbs from the rice, and then again, the extra vitamins and the fiber from the vegetables. You as in me. Sorry, guys. I say you a lot, and I don't really mean you. It may be something that you can incorporate into your life, but I mean me. I gotta go check that. Now, another reason that I put in only a half a pound is because with meats like that, I mash it until I mash it until it's just fine little pieces, because I truly like meat as a flavoring or as a seasoning rather than a meal. Like, I don't like to bite into a half of a cow. I really don't. I think that's gross, and it just kind of, the texture just kind of gets to me. So, my neighbors are going to be like, why is she always sitting on her porch talking? Is she videoing me? I videoed your yard yesterday, dudes. That's only because the sunrise was that way. The sun is over this way right now. And that, to me, that's my left. This sitting out here with the sun on my shoulder here. My mom, when I was little, used to sing the John Denver song, Sunshine on My Shoulders. Or was it just called Sunshine? I don't remember what it was called. But she used to sing that, and it kind of evoked that memory for me. My mom was almost always singing. She has a beautiful, like, deep singing voice. And she was almost always singing, and I like that. I really do. So now everything's on low cooking. It's basically slow cooking. Now I have breakfast probably, what is it, noon now? I'll have breakfast probably in about an hour or so. I take that rice to cook and the lentils to cook that for that long. Nothing else really is going on except for it's 71 degrees outside. It's not supposed to be that hot. I had the door open. I have it latched, but I have the door open. Just because I want all the fresh air in here I can get. I know what's on its way. And some people are like, yay! And I'm like, no. That means arthritis and going out there on the porch when it's too cold to do so. That's okay. When you live in a place I live in, you roll with the punches. Just about everything in life, you just roll with the punches. So I'm crocheting again. I mean, that's a shocker, isn't it? I'm making those items. So I can't say much about that. I don't know. I just got everything delivered to me. I don't need to go anywhere. I'd like to go just take a bike ride. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, though. I'm cooking at the moment, so I'm not even sure about that. Yeah. I noticed my goat is back. I see the glitter. But I also noticed, as I've gotten older, my unibrow and this here took care of itself. And I don't really have to pluck my eyebrows either, because now what they're doing is they're taking these really long eyebrows and sticking them straight up like this anyway. I'm like, well, okay, if that's if that's the thing, man, it's taken me how many years to get in fashion? And I'm not even in fashion. My face just started losing hair. Like I said, I don't really even. And if I did have to pluck, guess what? Unless you're kissing me, you're not gonna look. You're not gonna see it. Are you gonna be kissing me? You're not gonna see it anyway. But like, just standing, you know, basically as far away as we would be if we're talking, you can't even tell. Can't even tell. So yes, I'm at that age where your hair just starts falling off of your body. Yay! No more razors. I never really followed the rule of shaving anyway. If I happen to go out that day with hairy legs and you don't like it, stop looking at my legs. If I go out that day with shaven legs and you don't like it, don't look at my legs. Don't look at me. I mean, what I do, what I live, ain't your business. If I go out in a bathing suit and I happen to have a gerbil growing underneath my armpit, leave me alone. Oh, I know. I know. Auntie, you're so gross. I gotta figure out a box. And I also remembered one of her gifts is inside of my suitcase because I thought I was gonna go. And I'm not. I'm not. Not this time of year. There's just too much that has to be done. So I don't know. Maybe Christmas, if that might happen. I don't know. I don't know. That I don't know. I never make plans. I mean, unless I have to, I mean, not have to, unless I get to go see Pam, I don't really make plans. I just go day by day and whatever happens, you know, a lot of reasons why I do that now is, but I've always been basically like that. But a lot of reasons why I do that now is tries to come fix my computer. Okay, Mom, I'll be there in a while. So basically, for that purpose, tech support basically, I'm on call. He's so funny. This is what I have on the way because I was looking at my Amazon. I'm like, when is that arriving? I'm actually going to try out. I guess it's the same concept of having a tube of toothpaste, but if nothing else, cats are jumping on everything. If nothing else, you could chew them for a breath mint, but they are toothpaste tablets. You chew them until it foams, and then you brush your teeth. But again, you can still chew them just to chew them. You never swallow them. And then I have a rechargeable electric flea comb coming. If they'll let me comb them, be zapping them things. One of these days, guys. Run it through my hair too. It does. They do get up in there, but I can feel them. I don't like it. I guess one of the reasons I did want to get those is because of the toothpaste, whatever. But I've mentioned before there's a few places in my mouth where fillings have fallen out. And what I really want to do, and I guess you can do this with mouthwash too. I don't know. It's just an experiment. I really want to see if they're more convenient. If maybe I could put them in my pocket. That's what they're for, is traveling and stuff is what it said. If I could put them in my pocket or put some in my purse and just like every once in a while during the day, chew on one and go somewhere and spit it out. Yeah, I spit. Auntie, that was dirty. Talking about a clean mouth and with a dirty mouth. I gotta go check those cats. These things, these are those toothpaste tablets, are one of the most disgusting. They burn, but not in a mint way, and they just don't get these. Do not get the soda ones. Don't get them. I promise you, you will not enjoy that. Ugh, I'm throwing those out. I think it was $7 for 3 bottles. One was a grape flavor, and they got worse. Grape was okay. Peach was. Then they have the one called mentha. It's supposed to taste like mint. I don't know what it tastes like. It tastes like what bleach smells like. Just don't get those. I had to get up and check on them and my food anyway. I put my food on medium. It's in there boiling. I just did that, so I know it's okay. I know, don't walk away from the stove. And I probably should be in there. The cats were just jumping in a big box that I acquired, and they like it. So that's what all the ruckus is, because I have like 3 of the 4 flaps closed, so they have a little hidey hole. So. And it was Squeaky Baby. Man, he's been food, more food lately. I'm wondering if those pills that I mentioned the other day, pills, treat things with the neem in it, I wonder if that stuff is doing something to their appetite. Because this is ridiculous. They are going through food like crazy. And he seems to be slimming down more. I go with up and down and up and down and up and down with this dude's weight. That's just the way he is. This cat is... He's my special needs baby. They... Yeah. I also got them dry cat food with my food order, because they ran out of dry cat food last night. But they're going bonkers for that and for the wet stuff. They're just like hungry. So I'm wondering if that indicates that we're going to have a hard winter, because they shouldn't be hungry like that. Not when they can free feed on the dry stuff, and they get the wet food too. Because Squeaky has never done this in my entire life. His entire life. Come up and gotten into my dish and starts licking at it. He hasn't done that until this year. So I'm wondering if all 3 of them are acting like that, it's got to either be those nutrients I gave them, or we're going to have a hard winter. Seeing it outside today, it doesn't seem like it's going to be so much hard of a winter. But I don't know. There's apples on the tree, which you can't eat. However, if we keep that apple tree alive and we can't eat it, and hard times come, we can eat the things that eat off of it. Would I have the guts to do that? I'd rather fight it for food. I'd rather run around and try to pick berries and stuff than have to do that. But when it came all the way down to it, I might have to. That's speculation in the future. Maybe, right? You know Auntie loves her conspiracy theories. I can't even say it. Oh. Man, I got a butterfly growing on my porch. I'm so excited about that. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna have to look it up. So yeah, on my screen recorder, you can use your voice. I found that out too. I thought that was pretty cool because I'm like, hey, I can just add that into the video as part of the video instead of, here's a picture and then me explaining later and la la la. So I hope that recorded. I'll listen to it later. Well, guys, I'm stuck in editing mode. So I'm going to say, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.